Good afternoon viewers, it's me Paul again, and in front of you I've got this Sony laptop that my family gave to me, my brother Joe, and this is a Sony 17-inch laptop. Let me just disconnect that for a second. And we are looking at the Sony model PCG, I think that's 8Z2M. So it's very heavy and bulky. So yeah, let me just do that. So he said there was a fault with this. So let's go ahead and fire this up again. So let me show you what it does. It makes that awful racket from the CD player. But if I open it, I've got these white lines all over the screen. I don't know if you can see that. So basically there's an internal connection somewhere. So it's saying there's a dodgy connection coming from the main screen to the board, so there might be a loose connection, but this is loading, I think, Windows 8 or 10. As you can see, we're going to try and pull this apart as well. Yeah, as you can see, you can hear the fan, but every time you put the CD player in, it makes that awful so I can hear the fan. Now if I put this back in, you hear it. See? I don't know why it's doing that. So if I lift it up, if I just do that, it stops it. So what I'm going to try and do is take this apart and we'll see what's going on inside. An internal thing is going on between the board and screen, but there might be a loose connection, so we'll see. Let's turn this off. I mean, the screen's alright, it's just annoying. So yeah, battery's charged up, but when I charged it up and left it on all night, I found out that the battery's completely dead, so it doesn't charge, it just flickers. So let's pull this thing apart. This is a beast. So the hard drive is in here. Now as you can see, God, that's quite bright in here, sorry. You can put 2 hard drives in there. Then you've got your memory just there, your battery's quite there. So yeah, let me just put the camera back down. Put it back there, let me just point it down there, stop. Let me just put that there. Right, let's have a look what is going on. So it's saying there's something going on between the board and the screen. So there's a dodgy connection somewhere. So let's open this thing up. Might as well play around with it. See what's in here. Oh yeah, I've got to take the battery out in a minute. Oh yeah, I'm just going to be so careful. This is quite fragile. Massive as well. So I'm going to put all the screws together. Oh look, there's some memory. Cool. Let's have a look what this memory is. We've got a 1 gig memory stick. We don't know if you can read that. Yeah, 1 gig. There's 2 of those. So we'll leave that as it is. Before I do anything, I need to remove this battery. So let's release it. Release. Right, battery. No signs of leakage. There we go. Don't know if you can see that. And there's the battery compartment just there. There's no leaks or anything. Got quite a lot of screws to go through. So the CD player's here, so you've got to remove quite a lot of screws here. So yeah, everything to the side. So let's get the CD player out. It's hidden in this corner. Let's see what's going on inside. Like I said, it's definitely something that's causing an issue. So yeah, I've got some silver screws on this side. So let's start with the obvious. Work our way around. Got some black screws as well. Oh, some of these screws are quite tough. I think someone's tried to mess around with this. Maybe. I think some of the heads on the screws are busted. I've just got that screw to come out. Excellent. And then there's one over here. There's some battery compartments in here as well. Let's have a look. It's going to take me at least 20 minutes or so just to get into this beast. Oh, God. Yeah, it's a bit tough there. I think someone's opened it. Might have left a connection loose. There we go, it's coming out slowly. There we go. Just be careful with the screws where they go. They're all colour coded as well. One there. That one doesn't want to come out. They're so tiny, some of these. So it looks like I've got a couple of screws in here. Let's have a look. And then you've got to remember where to put them later on. Let's just put that in a tray. Might as well have a look. See what horrors we've got in this one. Could be something simple or something more technical, but anyway, we'll have a look. Have a look. Now that the back is starting to separate, the back is starting to separate. I wonder if we have to take the keyboard off as well. Screw there that's been stubbled. Okay, that won't come out. Okay, I can see that the back plate is starting to come off. Yeah, CD player's jammed a bit. There we go. There's the CD player. Sorry if it's really bright here. Oh, it is. Oh. Hang on. Is that better? Yeah, you can see that. Oh, right, that's the CD player, right? That's making a racket. Right, okay, there's a bit of dust in there. Okay. So we've got some screws here as well, but we'll take those out last. Right. So that screw can't get out. We'll get that out afterwards. So what I've been told is if a LED screen is doing those lines but still starts Windows 8 or 10 or 7, then it's an intermittent fault coming from the screen. It means that there's a loose connection somewhere or the motherboard has got a problem somewhere, but we'll locate it anyway. It's going to take me a little while to open this, so bear with me. Got to follow all of these things here. This could be a waste of time, but anyway, we'll see. We'll have a look inside of this Sony. 17-inch this one is, so this is a beast, this one. Not actually worked on one of these. I can still buy parts for this, so if it does go wrong, I've got parts available online. Just need to find them. There we go, it's almost free. Yeah, it's almost free there. Let's see the memory. Let's take that out. No screws there. Okay. Oh, there's a bit of dust coming out of it. Okay. Let's just that is. Starting to separate. Got some other screws. Little ones. Oh good, I can take this hard drive plug out. Not actually done this one before, but anyway, it's a cool thing to do. There we go. Oh, that's come off. Good. We're getting somewhere, viewers. We are getting somewhere. Yeah. Just undo it carefully. Just do every single screw I can see. Teeny weeny little ones. There we go. Right. Put that underneath. Oh good, I took that off. There we go. That was easy. Just a massive big plate. There we go. Right, that's how we open it. Right, okay. Okay, so that goes on here. Like that. Okay, so that's fine. It's a little bit dusty in here. So we're looking at this screen here, these two black cables. That's what we're really looking at. So let me lift it. There we go. There's the whole board. That looks a bit filthy. There we go. So we're looking at this black ribbon cable here and see if there's any breaks. Could be anything, so we'll have a look. Okay, so we need to follow this black ribbon cable here. So it could be a short somewhere or loose connection somewhere, so we've just got to follow it. So we've got some of it in this corner. Yeah, somewhere. So we just need to be careful where we go. Just be careful not to touch the board too much. Let's just weave you out. Right, okay. Get that off. Could be a sign of dust or something. Could be anything. And then this one, there's another one down here. Okay, hang on, what's that? There's another connection here. Right, that's pulled that off. So that's the hard drive plug. Let's take that off, or is it just one? Okay, there's another connection here. Probably underneath. So that's the first cable. So we need to look underneath here. So this is going to be, yeah, this is going to be a learning thing. So we need to get under here. I can see another black cable. So it's just this main board, so we have to be quite careful with this board and fan. Let's just pull it apart and see what's going on. So just watch where I'll go. And that's the heating plate. There we go, that's loose. There's no shorts on here either. To the side. So yeah, it's definitely hiding something. But we'll have a look anyway. There we go. So many parts in here. There battery. There we go. You come out. Right, let's get this fan out. There we go, look at the state of that. There we go. Bit gunky. There we go. Let's put that to the side. Right, okay, so that's what we've got so far. There we go. Okay, so we need to look in the underneath. That's got a bit dusty there. Don't know if you can see that on camera. So we need to find what's going on with this other ribbon cable. I think it's over here and over here. We just need to lift this board up. So we need to be very careful with these cables. Right, there we go. And there's some little fragile connections here. There we go. We've got a battery there. So I don't really want to touch that. So, right, let's just lift it up gently. So we've got a couple of screws here. Just put that to buy. There's another one here. Another screw here. I can push that back down later. There's one. God, there's a lot of screws in here. Oh, it's loose there. Break it. Won't get it out just yet. Oh yeah, can get that out. Is this joined then? This might be a joined unit actually. So not right there. Just take off all of this plastic I can't see. Really can't see a thing. Attached to something. Might be the keyboard, might be attached. Right, let's get it out of there. And the keyboard is grabbed onto something. Under here. Yeah, I was right. There's something under here. There's my pickaxe. Oops. Sometimes they're coming loose. Let's just take those off for a second. There's definitely something going on here. See these screws behind here. There's two screws under there. Let's take that one out. Something under there. There we go. that good, but anyway. Separate them. It feels like something is under here. I can't quite see because there's a cable there. Can't quite see. Oh, I've got something. I'm getting somewhere. Ow! Very pinchy, you are. Very pinchy there. Very pinchy. Can this actually come out? Let go. It's very tight there. Yeah. Now I've got the... Right, there you go. And there's the keyboard and there's the other wires. Wow, it's very gunky there. Okay, very gunky. Can I pull you out? Not quite. Yeah, it's very gunky here. There you go. Yeah, it's very gunky there. Oh, God. Yeah, it's flexing a little bit. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Right. It's very gunky in that centre there, so we're going to have a look. Sorry, direct sunlight again. Right, let's have a look what is going underneath this keyboard. Something has annoyed it. And then we can just lift it up. And we'll put it all back together again. There's the keyboard. Switch. There we go, there's the keyboard out. And then we just need to get this off. Looks like I've got cables here. Oh, there's actually 3 cables there. Okay, so we've got... Okay, so that wasn't connected. That might be a connection there. That's obviously, I didn't see that one. That was loose. So maybe it was that one that's come loose. So I reckon it's that one. Maybe. Let's get into this. There we go, that's that one. Black, white, grey. Okay, let's undo these cables. Let's have a look. There you go. That's the wireless connection. No screws holding that in. I reckon that was the dodgy connection there somewhere. Right, okay, actually, very flimsy. I can tell you that, very flimsy. Let's take that one out. Let's take this one out. Come on, there's a cable there, I can't. There we go. there's another connection here, which is in this corner here. I just need to try to get it out. There we go. And that one's free. There we go. Whew. So yeah, that's not much I can see right now. There's something going on around here. There's another connection here. Okay. It's definitely got grabbed on something. Oh, this is hard work. Oh, Jesus. What a cool one. There you go. Connection there. There we go. There we go. Whew. Bit dusty in there. Whew. And there's the filthy motherboard.